Welcome to TDI Society. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we're going to be continuing the diagnosis of the boost leak that I have on the borer. If you haven't seen the last video where I done a smoke test, then I'll put it on screen so you can catch up. But if you're in the WhatsApp group, which you should be, link down below if you want to join, is we were discussing the smoke test, and what we've discovered is that with a smoke tester, it doesn't build up the right amount of pressure for the boost leak that I'm looking for. So for example, once I'm quite high up in the rev range at sort of peak boost, that's when you hear the boost leak. And with a smoke tester, it doesn't generate that much pressure to see it where it's actually going to come out. In the process, I did break 2 Jubilee clips, so I've got some new ones outside that I'm going to fit to the car. And then I've made some sort of adapter for the air compressor with a gauge so I can see how much pressure I'm putting into the system, and fingers crossed that once I've put enough air in, it holds it in place and we find the leak. Just a quick note that I'm currently suffering from somewhat of a throat infection, so if my voice does sound different or strange, then that's the reason why. But let's take a look at the setup that we've got going on. So what I've got is the air compressor with this attachment to see how much pressure I'm putting in the system, along with this part from the smoke tester, so I can put that inside of the intake, hopefully tie it all down so it doesn't come out with all the pressure. So first things first, I do need to take the intake back off and then replace the snapped clip from the intercooler, which I done in the last video. Speaking of, I did get some new T-bolt Jubilee clips, and believe it or not, these are stainless steel and came in all these different sizes from Amazon for £20. Absolutely unreal. Whereas another website I usually use, it was another £10. So get these on Amazon for £20 if you need them. That's me replaced this one on the intercooler. We'll need to trim this down a bit because it's sticking out quite a lot. And I've got another 2 big ones for the intake because this looks horrendous and this one is stripped. But that's just for after the pressure test because I'm taking this off anyway. That's me got this in place and hopefully secure. I've just put some ties and clips on places that I think it might pop off. I've also secured this bung into the intake. Look at that, absolute zip tie technician. So I'll turn on the compressor. It's also starting to rain, which is absolutely ideal. Hopefully you can hear me over the compressor, but I'm going to start feeding it with pressure and see what happens. Hopefully all this contraption stays together and we'll hear something, so let's try it. Blown straight away out the back, so I'll need to re-secure this. More ties on there, take number 2, try again. Yeah, it's just coming right back out there. I've got those ties maybe a bit too tight, try and separate them out a little bit. Oh, that's annoying. Right, back to the drawing board and I'll come up with something else. So whilst pushing this in as far as I could and just putting some air in, I think I've made a discovery. So with the smoke tester, the smoke was coming out of this area, and if I put some pressure in, not all of it, just some, you can hear this. You hear that? Definitely coming out of somewhere here. That's the intake thing. It's so difficult to hear with that leaking and the compressor running. So I'll wait till the compressor stops and we'll try again. It's a little bit of air. It sounds like it's coming from the intake pipe into the turbo there. It's just so hard to tell. not hearing anything else from any of the other boost pipes. We even tried down here. Nothing, it's all up in this area. You can definitely hear it. Not sure how easy it is to hear on the camera. In the WhatsApp we have been discussing that it could be this blanking plate or some sort of exhaust leak or even the inlet. But when this was done with the turbo, all the new gaskets were in place and everything was tightened, but I can still definitely hear something. I was thinking it was this EGR because these bolts got stripped and I had to bolt it all the way through, so I thought it was this seal. But again, if I put some air in, I really can't hear it coming from the top. Yeah, it's definitely something down the bottom. I'd be better doing this with two hands, so I'm going to keep doing this and see if I can find anything. Update. So I've been putting pressure in it and looking for the leak at the same time, as well as spraying some foamy water around everything. There's nothing obvious sticking out, but there's definitely something in and around this area that's leaking. So if I do it very slightly, you can hear that the water is being disturbed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nut and bolt check this whole area, the inlet, the EGR gasket, etc. And as well as the rocker cover, because that doesn't sound the best either. So I'm just going to tighten everything that I can see and then go from there. I managed to get a slight nip on things as I was going around, and I thought to myself, I'll move the intake out the way, disconnect the breather, and then see if I can get more access. And I thought, well, since it's out the way, I'll just try it and put some pressure in it, see if I can hear anything, because there's more access. And now that this has been blanked off, there's literally nothing, and it's just popping this back out. And when I hold that with my hand and then use the air compressor, this is just constantly wanting to pop out. There's no leaks at all, and I'm just wondering if it is this, because when I disconnect that and put it back on, you can hear all the leaks again. So I'm really confused with that, because is it now just doing the boost pipe now that this is disconnected because it's coming away from the engine? I'm not too sure, because obviously with that connected and the air going through it, it's filling the engine with air as well. And obviously I've got some sort of rocker cover gasket leak, because it wasn't a genuine gasket I used, and I think this rocker cover is probably warped because it's so old and used. But honestly, I was doing this before and I was getting something, and now I'm getting nothing. And if I do quite a lot, it just wants to pop out. And if I prop my phone up and do this by hand, it's just wanting to come out of here. So that's like 4 bar of pressure that's going in there, and it's only coming out of here since I've disconnected the breather. With the breather reconnected, I'll show you again, and you can now hear it. So I'm sure that the rocker cover gasket is leaking, and that's where it's coming from. So here I am yet again with another question. Because I'm blocking off the breather pipe, does that mean I'm only doing the boost pipes, and then with that reconnected, I'm then filling up the engine as well with the air compressor? Because it seems to me that I've got a bad rocker cover gasket, but then what I'm also afraid of is if I've got an inlet or an exhaust manifold leak. But like I said, when fitting the turbo, the inlet got completely cleaned with a new gasket and new stainless bolts and a new exhaust gasket on the turbo, and they were all tight. So I really hope it's not that. I'm hoping it's just a bad rocker cover gasket, and as it gets up to pressure, as you can hear, it's leaking. It's just doing that horrible whining noise. Bolt here is also snapped, so like you can see, it's loose with my finger. So there is air coming out of there. So possibly with this engine getting up to boost, it is leaking. But then that takes me back to before I done the turbo, I wasn't getting that noise and it had a remap on it. So this is all problem solving. I'm honestly trying my best to do the smoke test, the pressure test, and try and get into the bottom of it, but so far I'm only thinking it is the rocker cover gasket. So with that, I don't want a boost leak stopping me from driving it. The car's been in bits for a good while, so I want to actually use the thing. So I've got everything all buttoned back up. Absolutely love the fact that you can see the intercooler now. Thankfully, I didn't have to cut that Jubilee clip there. Bumper went on fine. Unfortunately, the clips for here and here are far too big, so I'm going to measure the size of this and order the correct clips. And something that isn't unfortunate, if you've noticed, I've got the battery box on. I've had that for a while, never actually put the thing on because I thought I was going to have to get a new battery, but the battery turns out to be fine, and it just completes the engine bay, which I'm really happy with. And also the S-Tune bolts around the engine bay, the dress up kit looks amazing as well. So it's slowly coming together, obviously needs a good clean as you can see, but I'm really determined to get to the bottom of this boost leak, and so far, me personally, I'm thinking it's a rocker cover gasket. With that, I'm going to leave it to you guys to see if you can suss out what is going on here, but like I said, I'm sure it's a rocker cover gasket because that is all I can hear the air coming out of. You might be thinking, James, you've got your own garage, like why are you working outside? The weather's picking up, it's getting a bit windy, it's starting to rain. And the reason for that is because you will have noticed the garage door has been closed in the majority of this video, and the reason for that is because I have a new car. I will be revealing this very soon. I've got the recordings of picking the car up, getting it transported here, and I'm not going to say too much, but this was a car that I owned in my early 20s, now being early 30s. It was a genuine pride of joy of mine at the time, and to be honest it still is. That's why I got it back, and I'm going to be doing a full video on it, going through all the spec of the car and some history as well. So that is one to look out for, and if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It is completely free. If you haven't already, check out the TDI merchandise store, link in the description. And if you want to discuss further about the issues that I'm having with the car, join in the WhatsApp group. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.